Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and I am in downtown Safety Harbor for this amazing car show. And what's really amazing about it is that they're raising money to help fight off that terrible disease known as breast cancer. But anyways, while we're doing that, we have some amazing vehicles, and I came across this one that I knew some of you guys and girls would like. This is a 2013 Camaro ZL1. Now, if you don't know much about the Camaro, Camaro actually came to the scene in 1967. And that was Chevrolet's way of answering that problem known as the Ford Mustang. Over the decades, it's changed size, shape, and everything else. Eventually, believe it or not, Chevrolet axed the Camaro and they never made it ever again until 2010 when they came out with the all new 21st century Camaro. What I have here is a rendition of that 2010. This is a 2013 ZL1. Those letters mean something. Those go back to the early days with the muscle car era that meant power. And I promise you, this car has tons of it. Let's go ahead and check out the ZL1 Camaro. So what automatically separates the ZL1 from your standard Camaro of the time is this front grille area. I really like what Chevrolet was doing with the grille, the headlights. They made it look like an older Camaro from that muscle car past. I love the deep lower lip spoiler here. This is functional. So this is going to actually provide downforce and direct air into the radiator system and stop it from going underneath the car. That's going to help reduce lift, and it's going to help get that engine compartment cool. Now, if you look here, you have your traditional Chevrolet bow tie. One thing I want to point out is that as we go into the next generation of Camaros, and it all started in 2014 with the Z28, they actually have what's known as the flow tie. They took the Chevrolet bow tie symbol and they hollowed out the center. That allows more air to hit that front area of the radiator and the engine compartment. And they found that it actually helped with performance. So all SSs, Camaro SSs and ZL1s and all the rest are going to have that flow tie as we move further down the chain when it comes to the period of time. I really like the ZL1 badge. And speaking of ZL1, check out this engine. This is known as the LSA. So you're looking at supercharged push rod power, tons of performance. I really like what Chevrolet did with putting the red engine cover on it. It doesn't block up the whole engine compartment, but it lets you know that you have something high performance, something different. This is the supercharger here. So it sits up top. If you see this pulley right here, that's going to drive. That supercharger is a little different than a turbocharger. It's actually driven off of the engine. So it's a little bit different way of how the performance is delivered. I love this strut tower brace here. That's going to stiffen up the front end of the car, because that's the thing, is that it's one thing to go fast in a straight line. It's another thing you want the car to also to handle. And that's something that I think Chevrolet really hit the nail on the head. Check out this hood. This is a thing of beauty. I really like this heat extractor. That's going to take the heat from underneath the hood and pull it out the top. And that's what it's all about, is trying to stop the heat from robbing us of horsepower. I like that this owner decided to put a Cold Air Industries cold air intake system on it. What that does is it helps bring cooler air from outside the engine compartment into that engine to produce more power. Really, really nice touch. I don't know if Chris, my camera guy, could show you. This car has the carbon fiber package on it. So that center hood area, that is real carbon fiber, very well done by Chevrolet. And of course, the ZL1 badging, which is a very, very nice touch. I really like what they were doing. Let me go ahead and show you these wheels. Now, these wheels are ZL1 specific. I love how they're a nice design, flat black. I like the 6-piston Brembo calipers. That's a name that when it comes to stopping power, you could always rely on Brembo. Very, very nice setup with a huge rotor. It's going to give you that nice, reliable stopping power. This is a 20-inch wheel. So top to bottom, 20-inch wheel. There's that nice traditional name badge, Camaro. I like what Chevrolet did with giving it a little bit of 21st century flair and style to it. Let's go ahead and pan down the side here. Check out the interior. I think Chevrolet knocked this one out of the park where they made it look 21st century, but it goes back and harks back to those old days. I don't know if Chris, my camera guy, could come back a little bit here and show you down in front of the shifter. This one has the gauge package on it. Those are all working gauges, and it's really cool because it goes back to those old days of the muscle car era. It's got an Alcantara steering wheel. I like the Recaro and leather and Alcantara seats. Remember, when we say Alcantara, that's not the name of the material. That's actually the name of the company that makes the material. So it'd be curious if there is a viewer out there that actually knows what the technical name of the material is, because I have no idea. Let's go ahead and work our way out back. You can see, I think really for me, I like the 2013 rear end Camaro better than the newer ones. I like the roundish taillights, the huge quad tip exhaust, this wonderful diffuser down here. It's a really, really finished off well car. This car also has that adaptive exhaust. So what's going to happen is you start it up in the morning, you can have it quieter, and then you can make it louder when you're ready to, so you don't have to piss off all your neighbors. But if these are the types of cars you like to see on Raity's Rides, leave a comment in that comment section. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please join the journey. I love having you guys on this wonderful journey with me. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's exciting. If you haven't been to my website, raitiesrides.com, check that out. You can message me there. Go to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook page. All Raity's Rides, all original content, all the time. And like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.